Hey guys, Mr. Prusky here. Hope you're having a good day so far. We have hopefully a pretty easy lesson today. I actually didn't have a name of the lesson or the essential question for today, but today's lesson is called Difference of Squares. That was really sloppy, but we'll stick with it. So, this is still factoring. We've been doing this whole chapter. It's been general factoring. We haven't really done a lot of the really harder stuff. We're trying to stick with just the basics for you guys. And so basically, I don't know if you remember, but if we had like something like, I don't know. Let me think here. So if we had x plus 4 and x minus 4. And let's go ahead and FOIL this really quick, just for funsies, right? So we got x times x, we're doing firsts. So we got x squared. We got x times negative 4, which is negative 4x. We got 4 times x, which is positive 4x. And we got 4 times negative 4, which is negative 16. And if you recall, when we multiplied this pattern before, this was in 10.3, what happened to the negative 4x and the 4x? What happens to them? They cancel out. So you get x squared minus 16. So what we're doing now, instead of going from here to here, we're going from this back to this, okay? And this is the shortcut, okay? So basically if we have, the pattern is this. If we have, let's underline that. If we have a squared minus b squared, that's going to equal a plus b times a minus b. A plus b times a minus b. All right, so let's go ahead and do a couple examples. Let's see which ones we have here. Yeah, we'll do 1, 4, and 5, I think. All right, so we have m squared minus 16, which is very similar to this one over here. So this is a squared minus b squared, and that's going to equal a plus b times a minus b. So if m squared equals a squared, what does a equal? A equals what? It equals m. And if b squared is 16, what is b going to be? What's the square root of 16? It is 4. So this is going to equal the shortcut, instead of, this is kind of how you have to do it, is you're going to do a plus b, so m plus 4, times a minus b, which is m minus 4. And like I said, if you go back to this problem over here and you were to FOIL this and go down to here, that's what you're going to get. And we're going the opposite direction. Now we're taking something that's already kind of FOILed together and we're going back to where the original. That's what factoring is kind of doing. We're undoing distribution. And there's your answer. So if you have m squared minus 16, that factors to m plus 4 times m minus 4. Square root of this and square root of this. All right? All right, let's do number 4 and number 5. And you guys will try the last few on your own. So again, for number 4, we have 9n squared minus 1. So this is going to be a squared. This is still a squared minus b squared. And it's going to factor to a plus b times a minus b. All right, so we got to figure out a and b here. So if a squared is 9n squared, what is a going to be? This one's kind of tricky because we have 9 and n squared. So if a squared is 9n squared, what is the square root of 9 going to be? That's going to be 3. And what's the square root of n squared? That's going to be n. All right. And if b squared equals 1, well, what's the square root of 1 going to be? That's going to be just 1. So I don't know if I should have written that over there somewhere, but yeah, you get the idea. So basically, you got to square root the first one, square root the last one, and you put plus or minus between them, okay? So let's go ahead and write our problem now. So now we're going to have, so the square root of 9n squared, our a was 3n, so we're going to have 3n here and here. And then we're going to have plus 1 and minus 1, and that's our final answer. It almost seems too easy to, it seems like we should be doing more work, but that's really all it is. You find the square root of this one, square root of this one, and then put plus or minus between them. And that's going to be your final answer. Okay? All right, we got 2 done. Let's do number 6 actually together here. Number 6. All right, so again, this is a squared minus b squared is the pattern. We're going to do a plus b times a minus b. All right, and so to find a, we got to find the square root of 4v squared. What's the square root of 4? Square root of 4 is 2. And what's the square root of v squared going to be? That's going to be v. And then we have to write b underneath here like this. This might be a better way to do this. So, and then if b squared is 9, what's the square root of 9 going to be? That's going to be our b, which is 3. So our final answer is this is going to factor to 2v plus 3 and 2v minus 3. And if you were to FOIL that out, you get back to this original problem over here. Okay? Why don't you guys go ahead and pause the video here and try 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and pause the video. And while you're working, I'm going to fix these really quick. So, just going to fix these really quick to put them where I want them to be. That was not the right color. All right. Cool. Let's do number 1. So, I'm not going to write out the pattern anymore. Hopefully you guys see the pattern. Let's go ahead and just do this. So, it's going to factor 2. We'll still write out what a and b is. So, if a squared is n squared, a is going to equal what? It's going to equal n. And b is going to equal what? What's the square root of 4? 2. So this is going to factor 2 n plus 2 times n minus 2. All right, so square root of the first one, square root of the second one, put plus or minus between them. That's your final answer. All right, number 3. All right, so v squared minus 25, what's our a? The square root of v squared is v. Square root of 25 is our b, which is 5. So this is going to factor to v plus 5 times v minus 5. All right. And then the last one, number 5. So we need our a, we need our b. So square root of 16v squared is going to be what? Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of v squared is v. And what's the square root of 1? Square root of 1 is 1. So this is going to factor to 4v plus 1 times 4v minus 1. All right. So that's basically the lesson for today. Yeah, a little bit shorter than usual. Thank you guys for watching. If you have questions, make sure you turn in your homework on time so I can give you feedback. But it's really just a pattern. Just find the square root of the first one, square root of the last one, put plus or minus between them, and you're good to go. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.